Hello, I'm the guy who gets high with your parents while you're asleep. For the most part, the reason I called them dystopian haikus is because as I understood haikus when I was told to write them in English class in middle school, was that generally speaking, the ancient Japanese people who wrote them, the ancient poets wrote them about nature. The haiku was supposed to be a brief meditation on nature, like the frog jumps into the cool pond or whatever,
Yeah.
So I wanted to, if my haikus are going to be about internet culture, then they're not. They're dystopian. They're not about nature.
Yeah.
They're about the kind of our move away from nature, actually, our disappearance into our phones. So sometimes if I don't know if it's Sunday at 1:30 p.m. I've probably seen about 86 brunch boomerangs at that point.
Yeah.
And that's one too many.
Yeah.
Or 85 too many.
Right.
And it's I'm like, well, I'm gonna write a haiku about brunch. And I ended up writing a lot about brunch. Bay told me a lie. It was the lie that bays tell. I'm not that hungry. I had a nightmare. I was walking down the street. Everyone said hi. To me, it's Instagram is just like an enormous toilet stall. It's just, and you can just scribble on the walls to your heart's content. And if someone doesn't like it, they'll just,
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's just it's the town square where we're all meeting.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
I'm catching feelings, she said, as she fell asleep. He left before dawn. So it's really fun. Some of it's just about whatever's happening that day. We're getting to the point where there's just the amount of information coming at us is almost like steam, like vapor, and it's ethereal.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's it's fun to react to that in the moment and enjoy something with a group of people online. Your sweet old father saw your Coachella outfit and wept in his car. I specifically write them on Instagram because the brevity of the haiku is perfect for Instagram, because people, generally speaking, get upset when they're forced to read things, especially on an app that's used for pictures, and particularly about creating an idealized version of everything. So I know that I'm not that different than everybody else in terms of my social media habits. So I'm following some food stuff. I'm following some people who appear just to be professionally attractive. I'm following some music stuff that I like, some political stuff that I like. So I just like the idea of, in the middle of all of this consumption of imagery, for there to be just three little lines that are kind of poking fun at all of us collectively, myself very much included. That's the idea. It's just supposed to be like a little blip. Sorry you found out we went out for drinks after your intervention. On my iPhone, I just saw it in the notes, and I was like, it looks good, this little note.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put it on Instagram, and I just imagined my feed becoming just slowly but surely the pictures of myself that I posted in moments of vanity and self-doubt, just slowly disappearing and just being replaced by really, really silly poems. Everything he had, he put into his smoothie. It was not enough. My girlfriend, when we first started dating, I was already pretty deep in the haiku game. She thought, and she's very sweet and tolerant and kind person, which is why she didn't say anything about it. She thought that I had a nervous tick because I was always going and she thought I was just kind of Rain Manning out, and she's like, oh, isn't it, I don't want to bother him while he's doing that. And then she realized that I was counting syllables,
Yeah.
Which is very, she's a nice person. You are in the woods to find peace and privacy. You took hella pics. I make a point to use internet language.
Yeah.
And I really like internet language, like which I think puts me at odds with a lot of serious readers and writers who think that it's kind of a sign of the apocalypse or the end of language.
Yeah.
It's like one of the four horsemen or whatever. Like when someone says IRL instead of in real life, like it, that's like, for someone who considers himself to be an intellectual or whatever, that's a no-no,
Yeah.
But it's all about brevity, and when I'm writing short poetry. Is your job really taking pictures of feathers? That fills me with rage. I would never. I think that's one of the things that cheapens modern music in a way, is to make too many timely references, because it dates you to the exact moment that you're in. That's just not my thing. So I'm very precious about that in my songwriting. But I completely abandon that in writing haikus on Instagram, because I think it's ridiculous. I think that I am ridiculous. And I think people agree that it's to me it's like, it's really, really not serious and not supposed to be. For the most part. Brother Fred Flintstone. Brother Fred Flintstone. You were truly paleo. Mad respect, my dude.
This one I feel like I know the best.
If you want to do it again, let's go.
Alright. One last time.
Yeah.
Everyone is gone away. Can you hear me? No one cared enough to stay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You must remember me, old man. I know that you can if you try. So just open up your eyes, old man. And look who's come to say goodbye. The sun has left the sky, old man. The birds have flown away, and no one came to cry, old man. Goodbye, old man. Goodbye. You want to stay, I know you do, but it ain't no use to try, 'cause I'll be here, and I'm just like you. Goodbye, old man. Goodbye. There won't be no God to comfort you. You taught me not to believe that lie. You don't need anybody. Nobody needs you. Don't cry, old man, don't cry. Everybody dies. Nailed it.